Welcome to the Thresholds of Reality, the podcast where we explore unexplained and mysterious events, phenomena, and legends. Today we are talking with comedian and paranormal and UFO encounter storyteller. We're going to hear about his experiences today, Jack Wils. And for the next hour, make sure that you strap in as we examine the edges of the unknown. All right. Good afternoon, Jack. Appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. And know that comedians usually you're probably getting up early, right? This is an early day for you, right?
Cool. Definitely an early day for me. As you can see, I'm still kind of just chilling in my bed. Let me move that out of the background also. Sorry about that. I'm in my bedroom hanging out. Um, but yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on and everything. Just to give you a quick rundown about myself, my name is Jack Wils. I'm the beast with the least amount of teeth. Yes, I'm on here skinny as all hell with no teeth speaking to you guys. And, surprisingly, no, I don't want your spare change. I mean? I'm not here for that, so look, dude, you got to take it and run with it. If you can't joke about yourself, okay, I mean, I don't know what you can do, okay? A common thing that I say to a lot of other comedians that get into this game, look, a comedian, I hate to say this, starting off vulgar in your show in the very beginning, but a comedian that can't take a joke, that's like a prostitute that can't take a dick. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I'm going to tell you the same exact thing I would tell her when she gets to the front door. Lube up, this might get rough. You get what I'm saying? So you got to have a backbone in the comedy community. But yeah, dude, just wanted to also elaborate real quick to your audience members and everything. I'm trying to become a comedian. I guess I am a comedian. I'm trying to be, a stand-up comedian. I'm trying to slowly rise up and everything. And the stories that I'm about to tell you today, this is not where I'm trying to get my fame from. I'm just going to be real with you, dude. Okay. I'm one of the few comedians in the area where I live at that speaks openly about my experiences and everything, what I dealt with and everything. And, I'm going to keep it real. Some of them look at me like I'm crazy. And, it's hard it's hard to speak about this stuff sometimes. Because like I said, people immediately look at you like you're a fucking nutcase. Okay. And you don't want to be labeled as, okay, here comes the fucking conspiracy nut comic. Okay. Or is he going to get up and say something fucking political? Here we go. Jesus Christ. Like, they don't want that out of comedy show. They just want you to come and be funny. But yeah, dude, my experiences, just to give you a quick run through, man.
Well, before we move on, so you're in the comedy scene. Where can people find you in the comedy scene?
Man, you can find me on YouTube at Jackie Wils Comedy. You can find me on Instagram at Jacked Up Comedy with the underscores in between, just as it said on my name right here, which is absolutely awesome that it shows up like that. I didn't even realize that. That's cool. Dude, yeah, you can find me Instagram, Facebook. I'm all over Jackie Wils or Jacked Up Comedy across the board.
Very good. So now the folks that usually wind up on our show have one or two stories to tell, limited to one type of experience.
Yes.
You've got a variety of experiences.
Yes.
So in the green room before the show, you were telling us about an experience that happened 11 years ago.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about that one first?
Yeah. So, like I said, dude, it's hard when you experience one thing not to kind of go down that rabbit hole. I'm sure everybody knows that, to where you start researching everything, dude. And I couldn't help myself. After I experienced a few things, I started researching everything. I'm just one of those type of people. I have two kids 11 years ago. Okay. When my daughter, she had to be a little less than a year old. We're out with a couple buddies. Okay. We got somebody to babysit the kid. Okay. Me, my son, and my daughter's mother, and a bunch of friends. We are down at Pulaski Park. Okay. That is a park down along the Delaware River in the Port Richmond area. Okay. Right outside of Philadelphia. Okay. We all know where the dirty Delaware is. That's what we call it down here. We end up going through a little bit of a situation. I'm so sorry. If you can give me 2 seconds real quick. Let me grab this real quick. Sorry, my apologies. I have a mini pig and a dog in the background. My apologies, dude. Yes, I actually have a mini pig named Kevin Bacon, and that is him running back and forth, making all kinds of pig noises in the background. So I apologize. No, I don't have somebody chained up in the background. Okay, just to give you a quick view, that is my mini pig right there, Kevin Bacon. Okay, just to give you guys a view, and there goes my dog. That's Goliath. So my house is a little crazy. I do apologize for all that, but
It's all right. We had one lady who had a naked guy in their background.
man, yeah, nobody's chained up or nothing like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Man, dude, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, when it comes to my experiences and the things that I was dealing with, dude, 11 years ago, after my daughter was born, we wind up getting a babysitter. We end up going out to the river to go fishing, late night fishing. So anyway, we're down there, we're late night fishing and everything. Everything's going chill. We're having a good time. And this has got to be around 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. Like I said, we are late night fishing, dude. We're catching catfish. They're like ranging anywhere between this to this, the size of your arm. That's the best time to catch them. And dude, we're catching them on random stuff. Bagels, cheese, like stuff like that. Catfish, eat random shit out of that river.
The Waffle House bait.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. You know what I mean? And honestly, anything that's scrap, you just throw it on the hook and they'll bite. So we're down there, we're fishing, and like I said, man, we end up experiencing something that still to this day I've not been able to debunk. I've not been able to prove it wrong or that it was fake. Not only that, I've seen it with my own goddamn eyes, dude. We ended up having what I would have to call it a UFO experience, unidentified flying object. Okay, so or what do they call them? UAPs now. I personally like UFO better. I don't like that UAP.
I don't know why they come up with that.
I don't like that. They don't try to fix something that's not broke. We got a good name for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm down at the river, dude, and like I said, it's around 2:30, 2:45 in the morning at this time. See, it's weird talking about it, dude, because people think you're fucking nuts when you sit here and you talk about these experiences.
Nobody here will think you're nuts,
dude. What we ended up experiencing was literally it was a ball. It almost looked like a ball of fire in the air. Okay, and what I mean by a ball of fire in the air, plug it in, please. What I mean by a ball of fire in the air is dude, it looked like a solid. It had to be like a UFO. This is like a solid ball, like fireball mass. Okay, my apologies. I just had to plug my laptop down. A couple technical difficulties over here, but
so when you say it was a ball of fire in the sky, do you have an idea about how big it was or how far away it was?
Dude, it was right. It was definitely above us, not close though. This was definitely a little bit of a distance because it was hovering above the river. This was not like right above us. Okay, where we're at Pulaski Park. Okay, we're on the Pennsylvania side. On the other side is New Jersey, right there. Okay, like I can almost hit it with a rock. Okay, and what we're experiencing is we are seeing this big ball. That and here's the weird part. This is where it kind of starts getting weird, dude. It looks like a ball of fire. Okay, it's got that color, it's got that appearance, dude. It is not moving like fire. It is not giving off any type of crackling sound. It almost looked like, the best way I can explain it to you, it almost looked like somebody took a picture of like a fire pit and cropped it out in a perfect circle and stuck it up in the sky. Okay, because it's got that fire look appearance, that coloration. Okay, very bright, but it's not flowing, it's not moving. It's just, this is a solid ball. Okay, and it's a solid round object, what we're seeing.
Were you guys alone in the park that night?
There had to be about maybe 8 of us fishing that night. Okay, there are other people that'll verify this story. Okay, and this is over the Delaware River. Now, people have asked me, they're like, okay, was there any type of military base by airports, anything like that? We got the Philadelphia airport, and then there's another airport up around the ways, but they're not like major airports or anything like that. Like that I can, not military based. You get what I'm saying? Where anything weird would be going on like that. But anyway, I'm sitting there. We're all watching this light, and like I said, dude, I'm gonna keep it really, despite the fact of how I look. Okay, dude, I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got sugarcoat shit for nobody, dude. I smoke a little bit of cannabis. Okay, I do not mess around with any other drugs. Okay, I don't get into anything. Okay, this happened because I ended up biting on a frozen cannoli. That's a whole nother story. I ended up breaking my front teeth, and it was a nightmare from there. Okay, but common misconception. Hey, look at the little crackhead, dude, because he's skinny. You know what I mean? So that's why I got to use that on stage too. You know what I mean? You got to embrace it and run with it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, somebody's going to say it from the audience, and I'd rather people laugh at me for saying it than somebody else saying it about me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but anyway, we're out in this park. Okay, we're experiencing this thing. Now, the ball of light is strange enough. Okay, we're literally looking at each other. We're fishing. Okay. I'm looking over at my friend like, yo, are you fucking seeing this? Like, I'm like, we're all looking up and we're like, yo, like, we're verifying with each other. Like,
so which way are you facing? You guys are facing north, south, east, west?
I am standing in the northeast area of Philadelphia. We are seeing the ball of fire right at the Delaware River. I'm looking southbound, down towards South Philly. It's above the river, off to the left-hand side a little bit, literally right down the river as you go down. Okay, so we're watching this thing, and that was strange enough as it is. Okay, now mind you, we saw the object. It didn't just appear there or nothing like that. We watched this thing come into view, but this thing did not come in flying fast or nothing like that. It was almost like cruising speed, almost like it was fucking sightseeing. You get what I'm saying? Like, why you might see over the top of the Delaware River, I don't know. I mean, you might see a floating diaper or something like that. You know what I mean? That's all you're going to see at the Del. But, dude, it was just it came into view, okay, it did come from the New Jersey side. I will say that, okay? It came from the New Jersey side view, and that's a lot more like foresty area on the Jersey side where we're looking at. Like, we're on the city side. There's just trees. You can see like the pine barrens and shit farther out and all that. And that's the direction that it came in from. Okay. It hovered there for, I want to say maybe, like I said, this was not a long experience. It hovered there for maybe about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Okay. And just as chilling as it came into our view, it shot up like straight out of view, dude. I mean, fast, like as quick as a bolt would leave a gun, dude. That's how fast this thing shot up in the air. So that was the initial experience. Okay, this is the weird part that happens now. Okay, that thing takes off. We're still sitting there. We're blown away. We're like, what the hell did we just experience? What did we just see? Okay. As we're sitting there looking at each other, still trying to register and process everything that's going on, dude, no bullshit. 3 fucking black military helicopters come out of nowhere. Okay, they come out of nowhere and into the view of literally the exact location of where this thing was hovering at. Okay, and dude, when they came into view, I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, look, the initial object, the UFO. We could see that. We could clearly see that. It was bright as shit. Okay. Like I said, it looked like a ball of fire that was screenshotted from somebody's computer almost. Okay. And then put in a perfect circle. Okay. It wasn't giving off that object was giving off no sound. Okay. No vibrations, no nothing, dude. It was just giving off light. That was it. Even when it shot up and propelled itself, there was no like, when you hear like a rocket, you hear that initial boom and all the shit behind it. You get what I'm saying?
Or even like a sonic boom as it's going.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Sonic boom. There was none of that, dude. Okay. There was no sound to that object leaving our view as fast as it did.
Wild.
The reason why I point that out is because when the 3 helicopters come, we had to look for them. We had to look for the helicopters. We could hear them coming. We're looking around, and we're looking at each other. We're going, where are these fucking helicopters at? We're looking around. We're like, I know these helicopters are here. And the helicopters are not, they have no lights on. The helicopters got no lights on. But call me crazy, okay? I'm not a pilot or nothing like that. But if my memory serves me correctly, by law, at night, if you're flying at night, you have to have a signal light on while you're flying. There has to be a blinking light on your aircraft to signify to anybody else that may be flying through the area that you're in the area, so you don't fucking crash when you're in midair. Dude, these military helicopters came into view with nothing, no lights on whatsoever. These helicopters were also pitch black. Okay, they were pitch black. They had no noticeable markings on them, and we heard them first before we actually seen them. We didn't actually see them until they got close enough to us to where the object was. That's when we were able to see the three. And like I said, dude, there's no mistake in a helicopter in the air. You can see the outline even at night in moonlight. You can still see the fucking outline of the helicopter and go, okay, yeah, that's a helicopter. That's not another UFO.
So you mean there was no lights on it? No, nothing?
They were purposely coming in covert, dude. They were purposely coming in discreet, so that way nobody would see them, or at least they were trying to hide it as much as they could, because they came in with no signal lights. And that's another thing that me and my one buddy Nick, okay, me and him, we're mechanical. We fix a lot of cars and everything else, okay. And that was one of the first things that we noticed, was the fact that they had no lights on, and they were flying relatively close to each other. So it immediately clicked to me and him, okay, there's no goddamn lights on. The only way they must be communicating is by radio and whatever sonar devices military may have. You know what I mean? Showing like where the other aircraft is in the vicinity. Because, dude, it was pitch black. This is, like I said, this is 2:45 at night, okay? And, you know, this is pitch black darkness. We're down at the river. There ain't no street lights. There's no street signs. The only lights that you can see is when you're looking down at the city. And you could also see the Ben Franklin Bridge going across, okay? And now I will say that, and, you know, a couple of people asked me before, they're like, okay, what do you think the UFO may have been there for? Well, like I said, there's nothing military-based anywhere around there that I can think of, okay? That I can think of would be wrapped up with anything involving that. So do I think it was anything like that? No. My honest opinion, and I know this may sound stupid to some people, but I don't think it was there for any particular reason. I think it was, you know, despite the fact that, yes, it is the dirty Delaware River, okay, when you're on the outsides of the city of Philadelphia, it is beautiful to look at. I'm not gonna lie, okay. They got that, you can see the skyline, okay. You got the Ben Franklin Bridge. They have it all lit up with different colors and stuff like that. So my honest thought is, it was there just looking for that brief period of time. It was just checking everything out. Okay, just taking in a view, and the
like
reason
it was
why
on vacation, and it would stop to take a couple pictures and then continue on the freeway, or what?
Yeah, honestly, I know that might sound stupid, but yeah, I believe that they were legitimately just taking a break for a second and going, "Wow, check this out." And then the reason why it took off as fast as it did is because, you know, I'm sorry, but anything that's able to come to our planet from another planetary system has to be higher intelligence than us. They're going to have more tricks up their sleeves than what we're going to have. Okay. So I believe that the reason why it took off is because it knew that those military helicopters were on the way to come check it out. And that's another thing that I also want to point out too. These military helicopters, when they did come into view, they didn't seem like they were coming in like guns drawn or nothing like that, like ready for a battle. They came in like they were legit trying to observe this object also. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I would think it was three black helicopters. Because if you're going in military, like trying to knock it down, you're sending a fucking jet. You're sending something that's going to be able to do some damage. You're not sending a slow ass helicopter, if you ask me. So especially to go after something like that. After I saw how fast this thing moves, dude, we got nothing like that. Okay. And not only that, as quick as this thing shot up in the air, okay, that's another thing that kind of blew my mind, dude. I've seen videos where elevators have dropped with people inside of them. Okay, and when they drop, you see the person in that elevator just hit the fucking ceiling, boom. Okay, they go up from the force of that thing moving so fast. Okay, the gravity in there takes their body up to the ceiling, and then they smack down at the ground at the very end. This thing moved in an upward direction so fast that you would think that whatever was inside it would be pudding. You would be mush. Okay. It would have, I'm sorry, but I know for a fact that if I would have put in a slingshot, okay, that went to shoot me off that fast, dude, Dude, my guts are gonna feel like they're coming out my ass. Okay, I hate to say it like that, so vulgar. I apologize again, but dude, the human, but there's no way the human body was able to physically handle what I seen. Okay,
Right.
like no way in hell. And then the fact that the helicopters come into view, they came in, they literally just surveyed the area because this thing took off so fast out of view, and then they left just as quick as the helicopters came in. They left, dude. They took off. Never put on a single blinking light the entire time. Okay, no spotlight, no headlights, no anything. The only way that we were able to tell they were there was when we were able to hear the chopper sound coming in. That, you know what I mean? You can hear a helicopter coming in. We were able to hear that, and that's when we were like, dude, where's these helicopters at now? We're looking around, and then we were able to see them, and that's when we were able to count them, dude. They came in close enough where we're like, oh shit, dude, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. We were able to see them. They came in, checked everything out, took off. Okay. Now, mind you, this happened 11 years ago. Okay. I had one other experience like that, and that was 3 months later. 3 months later, after the experience that I'm telling you about right now, okay, is when I have the second experience. Okay, I'm with essentially the same group of friends are with us. I think we had a few extra people with us. Okay, now this time, okay, we're not at Pulaski Park. We are at Penn Treaty Park. Okay, it's another park along Delaware River. It's literally the next park down if you're going in the southbound direction. Okay, now Penn Treaty Park. I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it real with your viewers. Penn Treaty Park, that's the park in the neighborhood where you take your girl at night when you're trying to get some ass, where you're trying to sweet talk her, and you know what I mean? It's a beautiful view. Yo, let's go down, let's make out. It's like a make out park, okay? The only reason why you're down there at Penn Treaty Park at fucking that late at night is you're trying to get it in, okay? You're trying to sweet talk something, you're trying to make something happen, okay? Me and my friends, we're going down there. We're the only oddballs that are walking down with fishing equipment again, okay? So we figured, fuck it, we're going to go down and try to check that park, see if we got better luck down there. As we are walking through the park, it's a group of us. We're all messing around with each other. We're teenagers, like I said. No, we're not teenagers. We're like, yeah, around my teen years, around my like beginning 20s, I guess you would say. I'm 35 years old now, 11 years ago. Yeah, so that would put me in my 20s. Okay, so we're down there. We're just bullshitting. We're all messing around. We're getting ready to go toss a couple lines in. Okay. We end up seeing again that same ball, that same lit up UFO looking thing that we see. It's a perfect circle. This is not in like no pill form or no triangle or nothing like that. Okay, like I said, this is a perfect circle. Also, another thing that I want to elaborate for your viewers. Yes, this was close enough for me to see it and see that it looked like it had a fire coloration. No, I didn't see any little green men. Okay. No, I wasn't able to see any windows. No, I was not able to any type of telepathic thing. I wish I got the opportunity to see green men? Yes, dude. After experiencing what I saw and experienced, yes, I would have loved to have experienced more and see what else was there and what was involved. Okay. But no, that wasn't the case. Okay. I had just 2 sighting experiences. I had my first sighting experience at Pulaski Park. That was around 2:45 in the morning. Now we are at Penn Treaty Park. This is 3 months later. Okay. 3 months later. It's a little colder now also. This is getting toward the winter months. Okay. And like I said, we just figured we're going to go out, throw some rods. And I think it was around maybe November when we were out there that second time. And now, like I said, dude, people are still out there trying to get some ass. They're trying to sweet talk their girls. You can see all the couples. Like there's over anywhere between 50 to 100 people in the park at this point in time. Okay. So that was the best part of it for me and my friends, because the first time we experienced it, there was only like 8 of us there. Okay. There was nobody else at that park that experienced that with us. Okay. So it was, like, all right, they're going to think we're fucking nuts. Okay. They're just going to, as a matter of fact, my first thought, okay, we're in Philadelphia. Okay. Not only that, you see me, I'm skinny as shit. Okay. They're immediately going to go, okay, they're either taking mushrooms down there or tripping balls on something. Okay. That's why they're seeing shit. They're fucking lying. They're bullshit. dude, once again, like I said, I got nothing to sugarcoat shit for nobody, dude. I smoke pot. That's it. Okay. I've never messed around with any other drugs, despite the fact of how I look. Okay. Dude, and honestly, we were sober that night. We weren't even drinking, dude. We were broke. That's the reason why we were fishing. We were broke as shit. We literally stole the last fucking couple bagels that was in my buddy Nick's grandmother's kitchen cabinet for fishing bait. We didn't even have bait. We took her bagels, and she was bitching at us the next day that she didn't have her fucking onion bagel the next morning. Okay, so that's what we used for bait. We went down, and that's what happened the first time. The second time we go down, we're going down to mess around again. We're going down, throw a couple rods in. And that was the best part for us because that second time, there's mad people in this park. We're not crazy. Other people see this. Every person in that park has completely forgotten that they are trying to get some butt, and they are all standing up right now looking in the air. Everybody's looking at this thing, dude. Okay. Everybody's talking. You hear everybody, what the fuck is that? Like, you hear them all. Like, dude, like, it's literally in the middle of the night where it was quiet as shit. You can literally just hear kissing noises from people trying to make out. And now everybody is talking. Okay. Once again, now this was a little bit later on in the night. I will say this had to be around maybe 3:15 this time. That second experience that we had. Okay. And same exact thing. We see the ball light come into view. It chills, hangs out for a little bit, and then takes off again. Okay, completely out of our view. Same exact thing happens all over again, dude. Black helicopters come in out of nowhere. No lights on, no nothing. Okay. And the second time, they did send an extra, dude. We were able to count 4, about maybe, I think we counted 4 that second time. Okay, of the helicopters. And dude, same exact thing. They came in, no lights, no nothing, dude. Completely blacked out. And that was my experience with that, dude. It's been 11 years. I have never experienced a single thing like that since. Like I said, dude, I live in the city area and everything else. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a few times where I got excited and I thought I saw something in the sky because you can't help it, man. After you experience something like that and you see something like that, it opens up your freaking brain for holy shit, what are the possibilities of things that are out there? So, dude, you dive into everything, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know a single person that if you ask them, okay, are you into UFOs? Are you interested in UFOs? Or if you're interested in cryptozoology, they're interested in everything now because your brain, after you experience something like that, your brain gets opened up to, holy shit, if this is a possibility, what the hell else is out there that we're not being fucking told about? Okay, because if I'm seeing this shit with my eyes, okay, now I don't trust a lot of people because motherfucker, I watched 3 helicopters come into view to check this thing out. Okay, so don't sugarcoat shit and try to tell me and the rest of the population that no, we have no knowledge of this. No, the military's not involved. The military has no interest. The military's not interested in trying to figure out what this is because that's a fucking lie. Okay, they are interested. They're trying to figure it the fuck out, okay? They've been diving into it, okay? And they just didn't want to say anything to us. Granted, they've released, Project Blue Book and stuff like that. They're slowly coming out now, okay? And that's because they don't have a fucking choice because we got social media now. We have this. We have stuff like this. And everybody now has a camera in their goddamn hand. So now, if I see it, there is no you tell me fucking no or I was crazy because I'm catching it on my camera this time, okay? Everybody's got their camera facing around looking for everything now. Okay,
yeah, that's a great point,
dude. Yeah. So that's why they have to admit it now. That's why they're coming out now.
So let me ask you this: first question is, did this sighting show up in the news at all?
No.
So nobody was there, recorded it, or reported it. You guys saw?
No, we were so caught in the moment, dude. It was when I say it was so bright too, and like I said, dude, it didn't have a single sound, but it was one of those things that you're looking at and you're in awe, dude. I mean, I hate to even. It's not that I'm trying to compare this because this is a really fucked up thing to ever try to compare it to. Okay, but do either one of you guys have kids? I don't know if you guys have kids. Okay, were you there for the birth of your kid? Did you see your kid be born?
Yeah.
You know that overwhelming feeling you had when you got to see it and you got to hold your kid. and every fucking emotion's pouring out of you. I don't care if you're the biggest badass in the world. You can be the guy that's in prison with a goddamn 4 teardrops on your goddamn face. Okay, when you're there watching your child be born and you're embracing that feeling, you're a fucking big baby. Okay, all your emotions come out, dude. Everything. Seeing that for that first experience, that first time, and then that second time 3 months later, you're almost caught. Dude, we were caught in that all moment. You get what I don't know if you guys can
Yeah,
feel
I totally get what you're saying. And what I
Like,
wanted to ask and follow up was, how long did that moment last? Like, from the time that you noticed it, it might have appeared in the sky before you noticed it, but from the time that you noticed it to the time that it shoots up into the sky, about how much time elapsed, do you think?
the first time, literally, it was only in our view for maybe a minute and a half. Okay, it was not a long-term experience. Like I said, it was something that we were so caught up in. That's another reason why well, back then we didn't really have like mad, crazy cell phones that could catch anything good like that, especially at nighttime. You wouldn't have been able to see shit. So there was only a minute and a half time span. We wouldn't have even been able to. You were so caught up looking at it. There wasn't no, oh shit, let me get my phone real quick. No, you didn't want to take your eyes off of it, and then it took off that fast. The second experience, 3 months later, that once again, it wasn't a long experience. It was enough time for everybody to get up in the field, look up, and go, "What is that? Holy shit!" We're looking at it, and it maybe hovered around. That one maybe sat around for maybe 2 minutes, and then took off again. And the reason why I think we got cheated of a longer experience is because of fucking military. Because this thing knew they were coming. Okay, otherwise we probably could have, got to watch this thing a lot longer. But they fucked that up for us. You know what I mean? I hate to say it like that, but they screwed that up for us. The helicopters coming in, because this thing had to have known these helicopters were coming for it to take off.
I mean, you got to admit they get deployed freaking quick.
Yeah, they did. Which also brought to my attention, dude, the fact that you said that, you're friggin' genius for that. That's another thing that crossed our minds too. How the hell did they get there that fast? These helicopters. Okay, they must have been already watching this thing prior on whatever equipment they had to know. So they were already en route before we even seen this thing. They had to have been.
Like they caught it on some kind of radar or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, military aircraft do respond very quickly, and it's a good thing too. We often hear in the news about Russian bombers or Russian planes shooting across the Bering Strait, and then U.S. scrambling jets to go and meet the response, and so it doesn't surprise me that they're that quick. But my question now is, after that experience, you said that it kind of opened your mind to the possibilities of other things. What kind of research, what kind of other things have you sought out and discovered since then?
One of my biggest things. Okay, for me, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I love cryptozoology. Okay, I'm a firm believer. Look, when it comes to Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, all these claims of people saying they're seeing things, I'm a firm believer in that. Okay, the reason why is, since I started, dude, I'll be real. Okay, I started stand-up comedy. I've been doing this a little over 4 years now. Okay, close to 5 years now. I've been lucky enough to go a lot further than my looks or intellect should have allowed me to have gone. Okay, like I said, dude, it's dude, despite the fact of how I look and everything else, man, dude, I started doing stand-up comedy. Dude, they sent me to Miami, Florida. Okay, dude, I've been on a rooftop bar in Manhattan, New York. Okay, they've given me the opportunity to do that. Is so similar to what I've seen, but it was a closer view. Wow, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just jump, but as soon as you put that video
No, it's cool. I was trying to find something that was like an example of what maybe you saw.
That is so wow, dude. All right. Even though you're showing the video, that little image in the left-hand bottom corner. Okay, yes, that is so balls on accurate what we've seen. Now, I also want to point this out here real quick because it's so crazy that you just got this video up and everything. Dude, do not for a goddamn second think or accuse me, please, of seeing maybe Mars or something in the sky, because it wasn't that. It was, I know that Mars looks like a big ball up in the sky and everything too. No, this goddamn thing was so much closer than what they're showing in the video. Okay, we were able to see it. Yeah, it was a lot closer than that, because the Delaware River is not that big going across into Jersey. Okay, so it was so much closer than what they're showing in this video.
Let's see if I can find a better one.
Wow, dude, that's crazy, man. Like
that was in California.
That's balls on. That's so balls on accurate to the best way I could say what I've seen, dude. And you get what I mean by seeing that little image that you seen. It looks like a ball of fire, okay, yep. But it's not moving like fire. It's not giving off that flame motion, nothing. No, it's a solid fucking orb, okay. Like, dude, it's solid, man. Like, you can tell this is a craft that is giving off that light, that is giving off that appearance. Like, wow, dude. Man, but
wow. So you said you've kind of gotten into some cryptids.
Oh, well, yes, I'm sorry.
No, I distracted you guys.
No, you're good, man, because that's so balls on accurate to the image of what I seen. It was just closer up. That's what we experienced, dude. I experienced it on 2 separate occasions. Dude, that was 11 years ago. I've never experienced it since, okay? Like I said, I've always been looking at the sky. There's a few times where I thought I seen stuff, where I got excited. I'm not even going to lie. There's a few videos that I got in my phone that I actually took. But after I rewatched the video and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, fuck, man, that's not a UFO. That's a goddamn spotlight from the stadiums down in South Philly. You know what I mean? I was able to debunk it, okay? Right. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, okay, I wanted it to be real, okay, the things that I thought I saw after that, okay, but unfortunately, no, I haven't seen anything related in that topic in about 11 years now, okay. Like I said, I'm always looking to the sky, but I haven't had any more experiences since, okay. As for the other thing that, you know, Sam mentioned that I'm a little all over with here. Yeah, dude, it brings you down a rabbit hole, dude. Okay, I'm really big into cryptozoology. Okay, for one, I'm a really big animal person to start off with. Okay, you already seen Kevin Bacon in the goddamn bedroom with me. Okay,
right.
Yeah, and then my goddamn dog. I got a 100-pound blue nose pit bull here, dude. Like my house is a fucking circus. Okay, so. I'm real big into like wildlife. I love stuff like that, dude. My dad raised me with a lot of camping, going out camping, stuff like that, dude. You know what I mean? And the reason why I mentioned the fact that, okay, the stand-up comedy has given me the opportunity to actually travel and everything. Well, the reason why I'm bringing that to light right now is because it gave me the opportunity at one point. We got to do a road trip. Me and my buddy Anthony Pascal, he's another comedian, a good friend of mine. Dude, we went on a road trip all the way to Bell, Missouri. We drove from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It was a 2-day ride because we ended up stopping off halfway through. We ended up hitting landmarks and stuff on the way through. And dude, we hit a national park. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a national park, okay? Dude, I'm from the city, okay? I'm used to the concrete jungle. That's it, okay? Yeah. The only trees that we have are the few trees that are, you know, every couple houses down. That's it, okay?
Right.
Dude, we went into the middle of this national park. We drove through it on our way to Bell, Missouri. Dude, I never felt so small before in my friggin' life, dude, okay? Wow, like, I mean, no civilization whatsoever, dude, okay? We're standing in the middle of this giant woodsy area, okay? And, dude, there's no fucking way in hell that we could explore all that. And you tell me that we didn't miss something along the way, okay? I'm sorry, unless we are walking through those woods, chain-linked, arm to arm, okay? All the way as long as at the distance that park is wide and sweeping through it, there's no way in hell we're finding out every little thing that's in that goddamn park. Dude, it was so goddamn big, like, it blew my mind. It blew my mind, okay, how big the woods were. So that also fueled the fire even more of, you know, my looking into the whole Bigfoot stuff and all these cryptozoologies. Also, there's I don't know if you guys have ever looked into it. Okay, they call it Abu Gogo. There's a documentary, Cannibal in the Jungle. Okay, back in the 1970s, there was 3 ornithologists. Okay, just for your viewers, in case they don't know what an ornithologist is, that's a person that studies birds. Okay, like I said, I'm really big into animals. I love anything involving animals. Okay, so these 3 ornithologists decided to go to the island of Flores. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard about the actual hobbits yet. Have you guys, know anything about that yet?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Okay, the island of Flores. We have actually found little people, okay, 3 foot tall individual skeletons, okay, with tools. They have tools. They already knew how to make fire and everything on the island of Flores. Okay, the native people in that area, when we had people come and find the bones there of these little people, the natives were mortified, dude. They were shocked because they have this legend of what they call Abu Gogo, this little hairy man that comes in and will steal the children from the villages and eat them and kill them. Okay, it's almost like a boogeyman thing that they've been telling their kids for years. All right, when our paleontologists and everything went over there and found these bones, the natives were like up in riots, dude. They were upset. Now, the reason why I'm also giving you that little bit of insight, okay, is this legend has been there forever. Back in the 1970s, there were 3 ornithologists that went to the island of Flores. They were looking for the Flores sculp's owl, okay? This was a species of owl that we thought was extinct, okay? It's never been videotaped before. It's never been nothing. It's never been caught, okay? We thought it was extinct. We thought it was dead. These guys believed that it was still there. That was the whole point of their mission. They were there to study birds. They had nothing to do with little people. They weren't bone collectors. They weren't paleontologists. They were ornithologists, okay? So they're around there looking for this. There ended up being a whole documentary based on this where they called it The Cannibal in the Jungle, okay? This ornithologist was out of 3 people, he was the only one to come back out of the jungle with this crazy story that his 2 friends were killed and eaten and cannibalized by these little people in the jungle. He came out, cuts, bruises, everything, like beat to shit, dude. And they arrested him. They ended up charging him for the murders of these guys. They said that he was the cannibal, that this is all bullshit story, okay? That he killed these guys, came up with this elaborate hoax story so that way he would get away with it and everything else. Okay, if that was the case, dude, he was out in the jungle. He could have just said they got eaten by a fucking jaguar or something. Why the hell would he make up little people? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this guy was charged with the murders of these people. Okay, another reason why it was a really big deal over there is because it was one of the natives. It was one of his friends from America, and then one of the natives that were killed. Okay, the one body was found, the other body was never found, but they made it into this real big thing. They arrested him. Apparently, he's still in their prison till this day. And also, he has apparently never changed his story till this day. The guy refuses to sit there and say that, okay, it was anything else. Okay, no, he has stuck to his story. Even in the courtroom, he stuck to his story. Okay, didn't give a shit about people calling him crazy or nothing. And then later down the road, okay, now we go over there. Paleontologists actually find bones and actual evidence of these little men that this guy claims killed his friends. That he did not know any stories about Abu Gogo or nothing like that. Okay, he just came out with, there's these little monkey people chasing me and they killed my friends. Okay, that's pretty much how he came out the jungle. Okay, he didn't come out saying the native language name for the creature or nothing like that. Dude, he didn't know nothing fucking about it. Okay, so I looked into that. So, and my apologies, I know I just kind of went on that little rant and rave there telling that story, but it's just something that I found extremely interesting. And like I said, dude, it's the fact that I had my own experience out in this giant park. Dude, we are still finding species of animals to this day that are massive. Okay, just in the past 10 years, dude, we found a 40-foot whale. Okay, granted, I know the ocean is not the land. Okay, it's a lot more vast. Okay, we just recently found a 40-foot whale that we thought was extinct, still alive. Okay, it's still alive till this day. Okay, so why is it so crazy to think that that what we call these cryptozoology animals and stuff like that? Why is it so crazy to think that they could possibly be a reality? Okay, we're not out in the fucking woods squad deep every single day to study every single thing. Okay. And also when it comes to like anything like Bigfoot related and stuff like that, dude, come on, man. It's bipedal. Okay. We see how chimpanzees and gorillas and apes and stuff like that are, how intelligent they are. Okay. And the reason why I also mentioned that, sorry, I know I'm jumping a little around here, but I promise you it's all got a point. Okay. The bonobo chimpanzee. Okay. This is an over 4 foot, close to a 5 foot chimpanzee that is known for walking on 2 feet on a regular basis. Okay. It regularly is caught walking on 2 feet. And now this is a 5 foot tall, 300 to 400 pound something gorilla that we were hearing stories about. We had no idea they were real. Okay. The only evidence we ever had about these gorillas up until recently, when we actually sent people out to look for them and find them, okay, they were just a legend. Okay. That was it. And now we actually sent actual people to go out and study. We actually found out that it is a 5 foot species of chimpanzee. Okay. It is real. It's not a legend. Okay. And it's out there. Okay. So
Yeah,
why so crazy to think Bigfoot could be real?
Absolutely. I mean, we've had people on the show who talk about Bigfoot sightings and have really tracked them down and not just collected their own sightings, but also all the recorded sightings for the last, what was it, Kyle? It was like 150 years.
Mm.
And mapped all of them. And he knew which ones were genuine and which ones were false just by the way that they were reported.
And they build teepees.
Yeah. So I want to switch focus now. You said that you had a paranormal experience in your childhood family home.
Yes.
That has affected you.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about what happened there.
Okay. Well, jumping off of the cryptozoology stuff, like I said, that's just stuff that I'm interested in. I never had any experience with anything like that or nothing like that. I don't want people thinking, okay, this is just some fucking nut that's coming out here and he's going to claim he's had a goddamn experience with everything. And that's not the case. Okay. Like I said, the experience with what I seen up in the sky that I was not able to explain happened 11 years ago. I haven't experienced anything like that since. As for paranormal stuff, I will say this, okay? I've always had an interest in that, okay? I'm just going to keep it real, dude, okay? I come from a mixed race family, okay? My dad was Irish and German, angry alcoholics, okay? And then my mom, the best way I can explain it, she is every fucking Spanish place you find in aisle 7, okay? she's all of them, okay? Honestly, I can't even begin to tell you what kind of Spanish I'm mixed with, dude. Like, she was born in Venezuela. They came over here and, my dad ended up becoming a border banger, got my mom. That's how I'm here. You know what I mean? So that's how
border banger.
That's the best way I can explain it. And dude, it's crazy because I was raised in a real weird family, dude, because my dad, Irish and German, and back then, I mean, it is what it is, dude. Okay. I have a whole set of racism that I talk about on stage. Okay. I explain that racism's taught. Okay. Like I said, dude. And the reason why I know is just to give you guys a quick bit. Dude, like I said, dad was Irish and German, angry alcoholics, dude, okay? They're one type of way of person, okay? And then my mom over here, she's the Spanish one, okay? Every Spanish place in aisle 7. And then my dad would sit here and do all this shit talking sometime when he would get all boozed up. He'd be drinking, and then he's got to start shit talking everybody that walks by that don't look like him, okay? Fuck this, fuck that, you know what I mean? He would say all these derogatory terms. And then, a lot of it was directed towards Spanish and Puerto Rican people when I was growing up, okay? So then I would go over with my mom. Thank God I had my mom. She would grab me. She would throw her arm around me, take me aside, and she would look me in my eyes when I was a kid. She goes, "You don't talk like that. You don't call them that. Okay, you're better than that. Okay." And then I would look up at my mom. I'll never forget this. I look up at my mom and I go, "Mom, what do I call him, Mom?" Dude, she gave me a fucking backhand. She goes, "You call him your cousins, you asshole." That's the reality. It was my family. Like my dad's sitting here because he's one type of person. He's shit talking. And it's like, dickhead, you're trying to teach me how to be a racist or a racial person when I'm mixed. You're a border banger, okay? You can't teach your mixed race kids to be racist, you dumbass. Like, it doesn't work like that. So thank God I did have my mom to always let me know what was right. You know what I mean? And always direct me in the right way, dude. We're all fucking people, dude. Okay, I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Chinese, gay, straight. You're cool with me, I'm cool with you. Okay, we're all fucking people. Okay, we're all doing the same thing, trying to get by in life and pay fucking bills. Okay, so, but yeah, as I go on here, like I said, dude, I'm the whole point of me bringing up the fact that my mom is Spanish. Spanish people, dude. The best way I can say is Spanish people are very spiritual when it comes to, energies and haunting. Look, dude, I don't give a shit, dude. I don't know if either one of you guys got any Spanish friends. I promise you right now, you call up any of your Spanish friend, there's a fucking haunted room in the house, okay? If they live in a fucking one-bedroom apartment, okay, the closet is haunted, okay? There's always something going on in a Spanish house. That's just how it is, all right? But in this particular case, this is a real shit situation, okay? I ended up moving into the Port Richmond area, okay? This is the first house that my parents ended up buying together. They were so happy about this, okay? And we all were, dude. We were finally owning a house. We're not renting no more. And, we move in, dude, around maybe 1994, 95, I think is when we moved into the property, okay? We buy the house, we move in. As soon as we move in, this does not start off with crazy paranormal activity, okay? I don't want people to think that they're mad poltergeists. I'm not getting shit thrown at me or nothing like that. I'm going to tell you exactly the way I experienced it. I'm in the house, okay? Little things would happen, okay? The reason why I say little things is as soon as we moved into this house, immediately my mom, being a more sensitive one because she's fucking Spanish, okay? She's more sensitive to every goddamn feeling that's going on in the house, okay? She immediately knows that there's something going on. There's an uncomfortable feel. Okay, it is what it is. We just bought the fucking house. We ain't going nowhere. We're living here. Tough shit. Get your feelings together. This is the new home. So we're in the house. Everything's going steady. Little things start happening, dude. When I say little things, I mean each person in my house had different experiences in this whole thing that was going on, dude. Okay. My personal experiences that I dealt with in the house that I would see on a regular basis is what I would call the shadow figures. Okay. I would be in my bedroom on a regular basis and I would either see, hold that thought real quick. Oh, I gotta chase the goddamn pig through this. Dude, he eats fucking everything, man. So I'm over here. He's eating inanimate objects that are on my floor. Sorry about that. So, but yeah, back to the goddamn story. After I'm chasing this fucking pig around my room. Jesus. So we all had our different experiences in the house. Okay. With that said, sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to collect myself after chasing a fucking mini pig, dude. Okay. It's just, like I said, I'm not kidding. It's a fucking circus over here, okay? My house is like an animal halfway house, dude. Okay, like it's always something else, okay? It's the pig this week, okay? And I got my girl trying to talk me into getting a fucking goat. I'm like, we live in a row home. Where are we putting a fucking goat at? I said, it's bad enough we got the pig. You know what I mean? But anyway, dude, back to the family house, okay? We each experience things differently, each family member in my home, okay? And what I mean when I'm saying that is, okay, is my personal experiences. I experienced what I would call the shadow people, okay? And what I mean by that is, dude, on a regular basis, when I was a young kid, I'm in my bedroom, okay? We always had to keep the door open, bedroom door. Keep the bedroom door open, okay? They didn't want us fighting, okay? I had two siblings. It's me, my sister Nicole, that's my older sister. Then I have my younger sister Ashley, okay? Coincidentally, me and my sisters were all separated of 6 years of birth, okay? Like I'm 35, so my sister 6 years younger than me, the other one 6 years older. My older sister Nicole also is not my father's daughter. Okay, she's got a different father. All right, we all move into the house. Okay, we're instantly having issues. My dad has already priorly had his drug problems, alcohol problems, and everything else. Okay, so we're dealing with that in the house. Okay, and then we're dealing with these paranormal, weird, goofy things that are going on that we could have dealt without, okay, with all the other shit that was going on in the family at the time. We got these weird things going on in between. So when we first moved into this house, we're experiencing shadow people. It's a 3-bedroom house. I'm in my room, I'm playing my video games, okay, and every once in a while, you would see it was almost like a shadow would shoot past my doorway, going down toward the bathroom area. Okay, that was the initial experiences that I started experiencing in the very beginning. My sister Ashley, this is my younger sister. Okay, when we moved in the house, okay, she was young. I mean, probably 3-4 years old. Okay, this little girl is, for one, had the imaginary friend. My sister grew up legit, and she's probably gonna be pissed as shit that I'm sitting here telling you guys this too, that I'm putting her business out there. But Ash, I love you, but fuck you, I'm doing this. You know what I mean? So, dude, she had the imaginary friend growing up. My sister, actually, no bullshit, dude. She could sit there and play in a fucking bedroom for hours at a time by herself. Okay. You did not have to be there with her, keeping her occupied. This little girl would have full conversations with herself, or at least we thought they were with herself. Okay. And dude, it was just, she never had a problem. But as she got older in the house, when she was younger, she always had like this friend. As my sister actually got older, she started experiencing things differently. Okay. My sister actually, when we moved in the house, she would have a reoccurring nightmare. The reoccurring nightmare was of a little girl in a white gown. Okay. The little girl in a white gown, she would have a completely, now this is what she would explain to us when she was fucking 4 years old. Okay. This little girl has a very bruised face. Okay. She has a bruised face. It looks like somebody hit her face. That's how she would say it. She goes, Mommy, it looks like somebody hit her. Okay. Now this is where more of the weird shit comes in. When we moved into the house, we did do a few renovations, okay? But I'm gonna say this now. We did ghetto renovations, okay? My dad was an alcoholic and a drug addict. My dad was, I cannot tell you how many projects he started that never got fucking finished, okay? So in our middle room in the house, when we moved in, we thought it was very weird. Dude, there was no closet in the middle room, okay? No closet. Every single bedroom has to have a closet. That's what calls it a bedroom. Otherwise, it's labeled as an office, okay? So when we moved in the house, there was no closet. It was all you remember back in the 80s, the old school paneling that you would put around the house. It's not like how the walls and everything are nice now, how we would just spackle and paint it and everything. It was the old school paneling, dude. So when we moved in, there was no closet, but there was a part in the middle room that looked like we could put a closet there, okay? So one day my dad goes in. I'm helping my dad. I'm a young kid, okay? He takes a razor knife. I'll never forget this. He takes the razor knife and he cuts the paneling out so that way we can rip it off to start making a closet. We were going to make a closet in there. Dude, as he pulls the paneling off, I'll never forget it. He lets it go, dude. The paneling shuts back down, slaps, and it scared the shit out of me, dude. I was a little kid. I jumped, okay? No bullshit. There's a fucking door behind the paneling. We found a door in the house. We found a secret door in my house, okay? Yes, okay? I'm not sugarcoating shit for you. It scared the fuck out of me. It still scares me to this day. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 35 years old. It still haunts me, dude, okay? We ended up finding a fucking door behind this paneling, and when we found this door behind the paneling, dude, it was an old, like, heavy wooden door. It was like one of those. It wasn't like, like how our closet doors now. They're light as shit. You know what I mean? If I punch through it, it's hollow. Okay, I can put my hand through a closet door. Okay, this is old as shit, dude. This door is an old wooden style door. Okay, it is completely solid, dude. Okay, but at the middle of the door, it's got a cutout in it, dude. No bullshit. It's got a cutout this big. And when I say that it's a closet, this is not no giant walk-in closet, okay? This is a big wooden door that you open up. There is a closet there, but it is literally a closet that you can fucking stand in, and you're like this, okay? That's it. You're crammed in there, dude. Like, it's not a big closet. It's just enough to put some storage shit in there, maybe hang a couple clothes on a rack, and that's it. But inside there, off to the left-hand side, there is a box that is nailed in there, okay? My family forever thought it was a shelf. They said, leave it the fuck alone. It's a little shelf, okay? And my father, being an alcoholic and a drug addict, okay, took the easy way out and said, oh, well, fuck it. I don't got to build a closet now. There's already a closet here in the door. So no bullshit. What my dad did, okay, and this is the ghetto shit that I'm talking about with my dad, okay? He literally, the paneling that he cut off with the razor knife, okay, he took that paneling, put it right back on the wooden door, and just put screws on it and left it there so that way that would be the front of it. So that way it would match the rest of the room still, okay? Instead of just remodeling the shit, he screwed the paneling back on the wooden door, and we used that closet with that piece of paneling on it for fucking 15, 20 years, dude. No bullshit. Never got around to fixing that closet. Never did it. Okay.
Okay, so now you said that you had found some artifacts in the house.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to that. Don't worry. Okay, I got you.
Well,
there.
we're running low on time, so I was.
Ooh, my apologies. I didn't realize we were going so quick. So as I go through here, yes, I did find some artifacts in that house. Okay, in that little box, but up to before we found those artifacts, as soon as that closet door got open, that's where all the crazy shit kind of really started happening. Okay, we had experiences from my sister Ashley waking up in the middle of the night, having nightmares of a little girl in a white gown coming out of the closet with a bruised face, hitting her. And then the little girl would run back in the closet and shut the door. Okay, this is going on. Oh, dude, this is fucked up, dude. Like, we dealt with some really fucked up shit in this house. Okay, that's only half of it. Okay, the other thing involving my mom, my mother is the only person in the home that has seen a full body apparition. She's the only one out of all of us that can claim to have seen the actual full body apparition. The full body apparition was of a little girl in a white gown. Once again, this happened in the middle of the night. My mom wakes up kind of groggy and she starts screaming, Ashley, go back to bed. She's yelling at my younger sister, Ashley. My sister Ashley's sleeping. Okay. She's in the bed. It's like friggin' 3 a.m. Okay. She's yelling at my sister Ashley and she said, this little girl dissipates right out of thin air. Okay. My mother, once again, the only person that has seen it. Also, another thing that I pointed out at the very beginning, my mother, Spanish lady. Okay. My mom is probably like a 4-foot-something little pygmy Spanish woman with big boobs, okay? I have to point that out because it's important for the next part of the story. She's kind of chesty, okay? The reason why I point out the fact that my mom's got big boobs is because we are all sitting there one day. We're in the living room, and she's on the couch. She's laying like this, okay? And then my mom, out of nowhere, dude, she starts going, oh. She's trying to get our attention. She's going, look. Dude, on the side of my mom's chest, it looks like we can see it. All of us in the house, we're watching this, dude. You see the imprint come down on her boob on the side. It looks like a little kid is pushing their head on mom to rest on mom's chest. Okay, scared the shit out of us, dude. My mom is freaking out. Okay, she's like I said, dude. She's going, because she was originally on the couch like this. She's watching TV, and then she started feeling the pressure. And she's going, do you see it? And we're looking, dude. Like I said, I'm not trying to brag about my mom having big boobs. I promise you, okay? My mom's got fucking double D's, okay? So the fact that you were able to see the imprint, it was a big enough of an imprint pushing her chest all the way to the side, dude. You were able to see it. It looked like somebody put a bowling ball and they were pushing a clear bowling ball against my mom's boob. Dude, you were able to see where the impression was happening. And just as she's screaming it and gets our attention, you were watching it and you just watch everything comes back out. Okay. Regular formation. Okay. Scared shit out of her, dude. And she explained it as, pressure being put on her chest. And it was freaking her the hell out, dude. And like I said, till this day, we believe that my mom was the one that ended up, being the source of the circle of all the attention. Okay. Now, I do apologize for taking so long. I'm going to show you these artifacts now. But other things did happen in the house. Maybe I can come back on later and I'll tell you more that kind of went on more in depth. But the craziest part that I want to end this out with is we ended up, dude, I'm hanging out in the bedroom one day and I'm playing around with my hatchet while I'm in the living room playing with the hatchet. I'm playing with the hatchet because I'm getting ready to go fishing with my friends again. Okay. Something came over me to go break that fucking box open, dude. I go upstairs, I break that box open with the hatchet and everything. And I find a bunch of shit inside that box. This is where it starts getting creepy, okay? Just to start off, this is one of the objects that I ended up finding in there, okay? This is a cigar box top, okay? Yes, this is one of the things that were found. They grooved out the center, okay? I guess to make like a penny saver box or something like that, okay? Mm-hmm. And I ended up doing a little bit of research on this, okay? The company, the Cinco Philadelphia company. Dude, this is a cigar company that I think they ended up shutting down back in like 1908, 1909. So that's how old this stuff was that I ended up finding. Okay. Now, as I go through here, I'm just going to show you these photos real quick. I end up finding photos, dude. And when I ended up showing the photos to the rest of the family, this is where it scared the shit out of them. My sister Ashley is now a grown woman. Okay. She has a daughter of her own now. Okay. When she seen this photo, instant tears, the color ran from her face, dude. Okay. I find a bunch of photos. These are just some of them, okay? This is another one of the photos I found in the wall, okay? Sorry if there's a glare of the light. I'm trying to spin it back and forth, okay? Ended up finding pieces of it to go with it. This is Peel's studio. It ended up being a studio in Kensington on Kensington Avenue where all these old style photos were taken. But what I found interesting is the fact that they almost like it's the printed paper of the actual image, and then they would put it on cardboard. Okay, that's how they did it back then. It's just, the photos are kind of weird. Like they had it on, they're printed on almost on cardboard. This is also another thing that I found in there. Okay, they put a prayer card in there that did not have any prayers. Okay, there's nothing on the back. Once again, hard cardboard. Okay, it just I'm to Christ, dude. I know this is gonna sound so horrible. I went to fucking Catholic school for 4 years too, and I should know this, but I have no idea who's on that card. Absolutely none. All right, so that's just, it's got to be a saint with Jesus, and I ended up finding some palm in there as well. This was with that photo. Okay, that's one of the objects. Okay, another cool thing I am finding in there. Check this out, dude. You don't see this very often. I was really excited when I found this. Dude, this is an old school floral belt buckle. Okay, the old school belt buckle that you would run through. Why they put it in there, I don't know. I don't know if it had some type of signification or if it belonged to the lady that owned the house originally or something. But, dude, the fabric is still perfect, dude. I mean, well, it's faded as shit because it's so old. But, dude, it's got a floral pattern on it, man. It was something that really caught my attention. Another way I know it's a belt buckle is because the center bar here, okay, it's bent from the bar, from the loop piece being in there and holding it closed. Okay, so it's got the bend in there. Okay, I thought that was really neat. All right, and then I ended up finding 3 other photos. I'm just going to flip through them real quick to show you. I ended up finding this one. This is, I'm assuming, another little girl that lived in the property. Okay, now I will say this. Dude, she's wearing a full mink fucking coat. These people were not broke. I will say that. That money, whoever it was that's haunting my house, they lived better than we did in that damn house. They had money because that's a full mink coat. She's got a goddamn fancy hat on with flowers and all kinds of shit in it. And this kid is probably, she was what, 4 to 6 years old, maybe? She's young. This is a young child in this photo. It also did have some things written on the back here. If I could try to get that in there to view a little better. Nelson from Albany,
Nelson,
Brunswick, New Jersey. So this one was taken over in New Jersey. Okay, I did not research this particular one. The only one that I did research so far was the Kensington studio that I found out, which is now a sneaker store underneath the L. And then this photo right here, okay, this is one of the bigger ones that I found. Okay, I have 2 last photos. Now, the reason why I want to zoom in here and also give you guys a better view, dude, I have no idea what she's got in her hand. Okay, it's clearly not a phone. I don't know, maybe a hairbrush. Maybe you guys can see. Maybe you guys have a better, input about that. I always kind of wondered, dude. It's kind of been something that's been bugging me. What the hell she has in her hand up to her head? Yeah, I mean, like I thought maybe a hairbrush. The other creepy thing about this particular photo, and this kind of seals in a lot of my stories as well. Okay, this is the oldest person that I was able to find out of all these photos. Okay, so this leads me to believe this is the mother figure. Okay, and the reason why I also found this very interesting is I'll have to send you guys over some more photos. I gotta send you my mom's high school photo, dude. My mom's high school photo from high school. This looks like my mother, dude. Very similar to my mother.
Wow.
Okay, that's the creepy part. That was the creepy part for us. She looks very, very similar to my mother. Not balls on accurate, but if you look at my mom's high school photo, you can see a lot of the resemblances and how similar they look. Okay.
I wonder if it's a hand mirror.
Maybe a hand. Yeah, dude. I never even thought about that. She's definitely got like a big bow in her hair in the back. It could be a hand mirror. Yeah, dude. I thought it was maybe a brush because to me it looks like maybe it's got bristles on the side of her, not like coming off of the face, the bristles where the brush would be. That's why that's kind of always been on. You know what I mean? And honestly, dude, if you guys know somebody that would love to actually test these photos out too, or maybe find more research than I was able to find, I would love that. That'd be awesome. I'm perfectly fine with that. And this is the last photo, and I do apologize that I kept you guys for so long.
Not a problem.
But this is the icing on the cake here, okay? This is the best way I can say this to you guys, okay? This is the one that mentally damaged my sister, Ashley, and they honestly think I'm kind of screwed up because we no longer live in that house. We sold that house a few years ago, okay? My dad ended up passing away. My parents were already separated beforehand, and my mom said, fuck it, we're getting away from all that. We're selling the house. It's now under new ownership. I plan on going back and asking the new people if they've experienced anything. And the reason why, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I fucking screwed myself here either, but I took these photos with me. I don't know why, dude. I have been compelled to keep them with me ever since I found them. Okay. I have lived in 3 different houses since I've moved out of my mother's house. They have gone to every house with me. Okay. I have never left them anywhere, dude. I bring them with me. I don't know. I find them fascinating. They're very, intriguing to me, dude. I don't know. There's a story there, dude. This is somebody's lives. You get what I mean? Like, I don't know. I kind of have an interest in wanting to know who these people are. But so I've kept the photos. So honestly, I don't know if I screwed myself by taking them out of the original home. I don't know if I got a fucking demon following me now because I did that. I haven't had any paranormal experiences since I moved out of that house. I will say that I haven't experienced anything, even though I do have these items with me. I haven't experienced anything because of keeping them with me. But this is the icing on the cake here, dude. Okay. In the very beginning of the story, what was the first thing I told you guys was the main nightmare that kept happening to my sister? A little girl in a white gown, right?
Yeah.
Check that the fuck out.
Damn.
Dude,
Girl.
this screwed my whole family up, dude. This is the only photo out of every photo that we have there, dude, that really fucked us up. Okay? Bro, that is outside of the house. That's my house. Well, it's not my house no more, but that's the house. That's a little girl in a white gown. Okay? Check that out, dude. With her little black stockings and knickers and shit, dude. That's the marble stone right there. Okay? That's right. Dude, that marble stone is still there. Okay? Because it's got more of a groove in it now, the stone. I will say that from people walking on it. But that same stone is still fucking there. Okay? And that's the fucking house, dude. They have a new door on there now. But the whole brick layout, dude, that's my house. That's a little girl in a white gown standing outside my fucking house, dude. Okay? This dude, when I found this photo, this screwed my sister up so goddamn much, dude. I mean, instant tears. Like, Christ, man. Dude, like, we were mortified. We were mortified, dude. The other photos, I'll be honest with you, we probably could have dealt with finding all the other photos. They didn't, they were interesting. They were interesting. Don't get me wrong. Okay? This is the one that screwed us up, dude. Like, I'm trying to hold it as steady as possible, trying to zoom it in here for you guys.
Wow.
Like, creepy, dude.
Well, I hate to cut this short because this is amazing. Jackie, we'll have to have you come back on and give us the sequel to the story. But
definitely.
I do want to share your link to Instagram
Thank you.
in the chat. So make sure everybody's checking out Jackie Wils at Jacked Up Comedy on Instagram. We've got a lot more questions for you.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have you come back on.
Just please, to you and your viewers, just please don't think I'm crazy. Dude, I'm trying to become a comedian. This is not what I want to be famous for. Like, I don't want to, like I said, dude, these are experiences I dealt with, but at the same exact time, you don't want to be known as the fucking nutcase because that may cost me some jobs. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So these are just true experiences that I was happy to share with you guys. And it's just something that I've kept with me for a long time.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on the show, and we will definitely work on getting you back on, finish telling the stories. For everybody else, make sure you're checking out his Instagram. Check out Jackie Wils Comedy. Also, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the show. And until next time, keep on exploring the edges of the unknown.